Hi everyone. So I am kind of going to be discussing my videos and really explain why I'm doing these. And I had just did a rant vlog really, and I really took out off topic and I confused myself a lot. I'm not saying I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's just say I went off topic a lot, and I really don't want my videos to be like that. So screw how long this video is. I'm just going to talk about why I'm doing this. So I started playing soccer when I was 5 years old, and I played select, rec, high school, you name it, indoor, I played it. And I love that sport. I was an aggressive player. I threw my body on the ball. I'm very short, I'm tiny, and I would knock down girls twice my size, 6 feet tall on the ground. I had a powerful kick, and I'm not trying to boast myself, please don't think that that's what I'm doing, but I really was very aggressive. I had no skill whatsoever, I slide tackled like a baseball player because I'd rather hurt someone while I was going down than lose the ball at the same time. Only got one yellow card in my career, as select goes, and I blame it on the coach and the refs because I got two people talking to me and I don't even know what's going on. They're telling me I can't move up, I have to go back, and then my son was saying no, go up, and then I'm just like, stop talking, and I ended up getting a yellow card, and it was really, really dumb. I wish I got a yellow card for hurting someone than not listening. So, being that I was very tomboyish, I only wore makeup really starting in middle school when I was about 12, and in high school I didn't experiment as much. I kind of kept to what I knew, and like the friends I hung out with were not super girly and having fun and doing makeup. We were tomboys. We were tough. We were, we all had our own niche. Mine was the sports. I was the girl who played sports. I had soccer practice after school, conditioning, you name it. I had a soccer bag on me practically all 4 years in high school. I only played 2 years in high school and tried out my junior year, didn't make it, and I said, you know what? Don't need to play high school. Like, I wasn't butthurt. I played a couple of games, but it was the politics of it I didn't like. So, didn't play it. Played indoor every now and then. I just don't like indoor. The rules that they have go against to how I play. I kick long balls. I kick really, really hard. I slide tackle. I'm that girl who don't give a shit, kind of lays it out on the field, and those rules don't work with me. So given that, I'm trying to get something loaded on my Kindle, and it's being dumb. Screw you, Kindle. Load that page. Sorry. I had to yell at something. And soccer was the only sport I could play. I tried basketball. I would foul out in the first 5 minutes. And I would be like, why am I out? Sam, you only get 5 fouls. Well, how many do I get? 6. How did I get 6 fouls? Well, he was nice to one of them, but technically you have 6. I'm like, can't help it. So I sat on the bench a lot in basketball. Baseball, I played t-ball 1 year. They put me in outfield. I spun in circles. I picked flowers. It was not what you're supposed to be doing. I was bored. Like with soccer, even when you're standing around, you're waiting for someone to get off the field, or you're waiting for someone to get on the field if it's a sub. But there's always action. You're always moving, always running around. But when soccer season was over, or when I had a break on a Sunday or a Monday night, I would watch football. I was a guy, that would be my sport. I have the aggression of a center, like Nick Mangold on the Jets. I mean, think of it this way, Powder Puff, my senior year, and granted, I'm 24, I'm talking about high school, but whatever. I played center for Powder Puff. And yeah, it was flag football, but I was tackling girls. And they put up a junior that was huge. I mean, huge. And I equally matched her as far as strength-wise, but if I caught her off guard a few times, yeah, that's me. I'm the Nick Mangold of soccer players. You know, it's awesome having that feeling. However, after I turned 18 and after I graduated high school and after I couldn't play soccer anymore, which is around 19, 20 years old, it was tough. I mean, not having something to do was a lot. It was really hard. And so I threw myself into watching sports. And the one sport that I tend to have trouble watching is soccer, because I'm yelling, I'm fidgety, because I'm like, oh my god, if I was playing, oh my god. But with baseball, with basketball, which I've just been getting more into, I did not grow up liking basketball. I grew up liking football, soccer, and baseball. Those are my three games, my three sports that I watched as a kid. And I remember one year working at a bookstore, and the Super Bowl was on, and there's all these people coming in that should be watching the Super Bowl, and I'm like, why are you here? I want to watch this, and you're here. I was so upset at them. And I listened on the radio, the Super Bowl, and I think it was like the Colts versus the Bears, or Cubs or something, I don't know. I just remember it was like baby ponies and something. I was making fun of the teams. And none of the teams that I liked were in the Super Bowl. So 2013 rolls around, and it's for the 2012 football season, baseball season, basketball season. You know, because it's only July. So yeah, technically that season started in 2012, so this NBA team that won, that I don't think should have won, was for the 2012 season. Anyway, my teams that I watched for that past year, was baseball, the Oakland A's, basketball, the Warriors, Golden State Warriors, and football, the New York Jets. And I have broken my dad's heart by liking 2 out of the 3 teams there, because he likes the opposite of those teams, the rivals, the money makers, really. And see, you guys can guess it. Guess the teams that he likes down below. If you can, I'll watch your videos, because I have nothing to give away. And I don't really know what to say. It was kind of like, I'm sorry, I'm seeing someone who likes those teams, and I've been watching a lot of specials on them, and watching a lot of, learning about the training videos and stuff, and I'm sorry, like, don't break, like, and even if I'm not with this person, I think I'll still like these teams, because they're entertaining, they're not typical. I mean, I'm sorry, but Mark Sanchez is my quarterback. I mean, yeah, people give him crap about that butt fumble, but there's a whole lot of other worse. Romo, hello. Tebow, I mean, he didn't even play as quarterback, and he's still getting traded as a quarterback. There's worse players than him. And not to rant and get off topic on that, because that's a whole nother topic, but those are my teams right now. Those are who I like. And not saying it's gonna change in the next month. I'm not a bandwagon. I follow and I talk about them. My dad and I will talk about them. My dad will bring up stuff like, oh, you watching this game, or you at this game? And it's like, yeah, I watched that game. Did you watch this game that, you know, your teams are in? And he's just like, shut up, you know, or something silly like that. Because that's just, I may half the time not know what I'm talking about, but when I do, I surprise people, and I surprise myself by what I know. And I want to show to you guys that not all girls are gonna do makeup tutorials or outfit of the day or be silly and like hot and goofy and stuff. There's sports fanatics, there's nerds and geeks, and I'm a sports fanatic. It's who I am, and I am going to start posting more about my teams and what it means really to be a girl who loves sports. This is going to be really hard to get used to talking to a camera. I'm not used to that, but I'm excited. I mean, for one second here, I feel like I found my niche. I feel like I found my calling. And go ahead and bash me. Go ahead and try and talk crap about my teams. But all in all, it's a sport. It's a game. If you could play any game out there, any sport out there for the rest of your life and get paid to do so, regardless if you're good or not, wouldn't you do it? If I did, it would be a dream come true. That was one thing I wanted to do as a kid, was be a professional soccer player, but I don't have the skill for it, and that's what fills my heart. And there was no opportunity for me to just go out and try out or go into a, you know, WMLS draft, you know, area, you know, like what the NFL, you know, the basketball and baseball have. It's tough being a girl who loves sports, because I'm not that, people don't see me as being that kind of person, so this is who I am. So these are the teams I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna dress proper for it, and bash me all you want, hate me all you want, but those are my top 3 teams right now. And I may come across some new teams. Like, I've just now noticed the New York Mets. They're kind of like my new Oakland A's. My Oakland A's have become the new San Francisco Giants to me, since they're winning games and they're being amazing. And the New York Mets are kind of surprising me right now, you know? The Yankees are kind of simmering down a little bit, so they need to kind of bring that team back up. And, you know, football hasn't started out yet, so it's kind of up in the air with that team. Basketball just ended, and this close to being in the championship game. But gotta love Parker though. He's a tough cookie. So as you can see, I don't just stick to teams and like them and be like, oh yes, yo, rumble, I'm upset. You know, if my team lost, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go look into these new teams, and I will learn about them and know about them and be like, alright, now I know if I want to win. And I don't choose people over other teams. I mean, some of them have some pretty good looking guys and they may get higher up on the point scale, but that's who I am. So with baseball season coming to a close, basketball season not even starting yet, football season's in a couple weeks, months, and look out for new videos with football coming out and some new information about teams and trades, and I'm excited. I actually am going to do a fantasy football league this time, and I don't know, leave your comments, questions down below. If you have any sort of teams you want me to look into and get to know, leave them down below. I'll give you my review about them, and whether or not I'm going to follow them. Hopefully you guys like this. I'm sorry for it to be such a long video. It seemed like a rant, but you guys have to know where I'm coming from. I'm the tomboy who is still going to look pretty and easy on the eyes, but I'm going to know what I'm going to be able to. I know my sports. That's all you got to know. I know my sports. Bye. I hope you guys have a great day.